So, I want to get the platinum in every game in my current backlog. Both games that I own that I have gotten trophies in, while also games I haven't even played yet. I know this is going to be a tall order to take on, as some of these games are sometimes challenging or just straight up grindy, but I am up for the task. I've been tackling my backlog for the past few years or so, and you guys can see that with some of the videos that I've uploaded already on the channel, but this is going to be more of a refresh in a sense. Also, if I do add a new game, whether a new release or not, I'll make sure to notify you guys on that too. I currently, as of recording, I have 213 games in my backlog that I can get the platinum, so let's start with game number 1, Carmageddon Rogue Shift. Carmageddon Rogue Shift is a roguelike racing game made by 34 Big Things that was released not too long ago and has 34 trophies including the platinum. These trophies mainly consist of completing a run with every vehicle in the game, nailing certain criteria for a run, and some grinding that shouldn't take too long. So without further ado, as I start the game, I immediately get put into the tutorial, and once I am done, I get my first trophy. And there we go, first trophy. New rookie on the block. Now, it's time to start my attempts. My very first run in the game went surprisingly well. Managed to get through most of the stages pretty easily and had made some considerable progress to the third map before I eventually died a few stages before the boss fight. I'm in fourth. I'm not being fourth. Oh, I'm in. God damn it, man. Damn it, man. The second run did start off well by just using the machine gun that was on the car to begin with, and making upgrades for it alongside grabbing some defense and side bash damage. But thanks to failing a scavenge run because of me being greedy, my car was not fast enough, thus we failed on the second boss fight, ending our run. No! Oh, it's over. I died. No, man. Ugh. God damn it, dude. One trophy was gained through this, though, so we will take that. Hey, Deadeye. Nice. Another trophy. Our third run was the best run so far and was just going for straight damage upgrades throughout the entire run and managed to get the machine gun at max level 2. Thanks to this, I managed to get through the first two bosses easily, as well as completing some of the more difficult races along the way too. Though in reality, they weren't that difficult, you just had to win the race instead of being in the top 3. The last section did have some close calls thanks to having to save myself a few times because of the damage I was taking and just not being reactive. I finally managed to make it to the final boss this run, but because my health was low, I cannot get the win, but we are getting closer. No. No. No, man. God damn it, man. I will say though, after every run you get points to use for permanent upgrades as well as new vehicles and perks, so it does get easier as you unlock more stuff to get. Just like the first two runs, I managed to get one trophy here too. Hey, close and personal, another trophy. Fourth run was nothing special as we managed to make it back to the final boss and got a little closer to beating it, but just sadly ran out of time. Just didn't have enough damage in the end. It's over. That's so dumb, man. I guess I need to use a different gun, I think. Then finally, on the fifth run, I finally managed to get my first win. Had a strong start at the beginning despite not having a great weapon, and on the third map leading to the final boss, I did the more difficult route, which was 4 elite races, which helped me get enough credits to make some significant upgrades and switch the weapon I was using at max level. Thanks to getting this done, I managed to get quite a bit of trophies here, 6 to be exact, but for some reason the only trophy that showed up was for beating the final boss for the first time. Yes! Let's go! Finally. Let's go. But I managed to get some of the more quote-unquote difficult ones, including getting first in every event, not using a mechanic, not using golden tickets, and winning with the GT Eagle. Since we got the first win, now it was time to start grinding every other vehicle in the game. There are quite a bit of cars to choose from, so we are just going to go down the line and work our way through them. The Clunker was a pretty slow car, but despite that we managed to get a few trophies, including completing a game under 45 minutes of race time, as well as taking care of 10,000 wasted. Oh, there's another one. Wasted disposal management. He's dead. GG, slow and steady. Nice. I got places to be. Oh, I got it. Win a game in under 45 minutes. Nice. Let's go. Firecracker was the vehicle I used to go for the 75 opponent wrecks in one run, thanks to having the missile launcher at the start and just taking the longest route possible for all 3 maps. But despite all that, was a pretty easy run.
Light work, no reaction.
Squareness and the Hawk GT, while fun to use, both weren't that cool of a run as both were pretty straightforward and were able to get those trophies pretty easily. The Sumeru had one of the quicker runs I had so far, but not only that, I managed to get a trophy for completing an event in Last Stand mode, which happened to be on the final boss. Warthog felt like playing on autopilot thanks to the auto turret playing the game for me really, and the Arhat was the most annoying car to deal with so far. Took a few tries on the final boss thanks to using not a good weapon, which was the heavy machine gun, despite having numerous damage buffs on it. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Silverhound, I had to do 2 separate runs because the first run I did with this car, the build wasn't consistent enough, and I grabbed the glass cannon perk, which could be good in theory, but the defense of the car was very bad, which led to my downfall. But I switched the build the next go around and had a better time. D-Spear, I also managed to get a trophy similar to wrecking 75 opponents, only this time it was 50 enforcers. And the Shelby 426 was the worst to handle out of all of them, but had an amazing signature perk that made the game very easy. And then the Iron Lady was built like a tank, which felt like super duper easy mode throughout. It was at this point I had 2 vehicles left to work on, which were the OG Red Eagle and the Piccolo Enforcer, but I thought I only needed the Enforcer, which is why I worked on grinding to get the trophy for wrecking 500 Piccolo Enforcers, since that's how I would unlock the trophy. This took some time to do as they only really show up on the first set of races in a run, so what I did was start a run, and if I got the figure 8 track, wreck some Enforcers for a few laps, restart, and continue doing it that way. Took a few hours to do, but I got it done, and this is where I realized I needed to do 2 more cars instead of 1. Maybe trophy pops here? I don't know, we'll find out. It is! Alright, issues with authorities. And that's 500. Alright, cool. And then we can just hit egg, we can hit quit. 1 trophy, which is just completing... Oh, do I gotta do the OG Red Eagle as well? Oh, I guess I do. The final 2 cars, the OG Red Eagle, went by a little slow at first, but started picking up once I got a defense synergy going on, making the boss go down very quickly, on top of using the missile launcher as well. Probably the faster I ever beat the final boss too. And then finally was the Piccolo Enforcer, and while it was the weakest and felt like I was driving on ice at times, it was still doable in the end, and I did it with the machine gun as my weapon, thus getting my last vehicle trophy alongside the Platinum. No! Well, that's annoying. Well, it's almost dead anyway. Just a few more. Just a few more. Like 1 or 2 more. 1 more, literally. Are you for real? Bruh. There we go. Bootlicker, which is the last car. And then, bam! Platinum. Let's go. It is now complete. I am now done. I don't have to do this game anymore. And that is the first game officially done in this new refresh. So, I'm glad. Nice. Nice. Let's go. One down, many more to go. There you have it, the Platinum Trophy for Carmageddon Rogue Shift. I did enjoy my time with this game, honestly, despite it feeling repetitive after a few hours. Sure, the grind I had to do at the end was a little annoying, but I'm okay with that, honestly, since it wasn't the worst. I kinda hope more developers do racing game roguelikes in the future, as I do think it is a cool idea. If there is any others, please let me know in the comments and maybe I'll add it to the backlog. One down and many, many more to go. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to follow the journey of getting the platinum in every game in my backlog. This has been Tricky, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.